Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. In today's video, we are doing a flip through of my July journal. And as you can see, if you've watched my other videos, I replaced my rings. I replaced my rings because it makes it easier to store. And the middle ring that I had been using this whole time was broken. So I just decided to replace it with a ribbon. And that way those big rings are not taking up a ton of room when I go to store this. Because I do keep my journals. I don't know. Don't most people keep their journals? Who knows? But I keep my journals. So let's get started. This one I made from a box. This fabric, which actually backs my bookshelf. And then I used this pink paper. And it's coming up pale pink on camera, but it is neon pink. And I decided to use this because I was like, well, I'm going to cover every page. I always cover everything. Well, I didn't. Okay. So let's get started. Day one, hey, was day 338 of a headache. This month, like, it's just been, let's see. Oh, my dog accidentally got some Xanax. Not my fault. It was for the big dog. So Sammy accidentally ate the treat that the big dog had Xanax in for the thunderstorm. And this made me laugh. My husband just walked in and told the dog how cute he is and how much he loves him, held his face in his hand, stared into his eyes, and gave him forehead kisses, then left the room. I'm sitting right next to the dog. Truth. Here we go. Ooh, this day. I've been having really bad mental health months at this point. My pills stopped working for me months ago, and then my doctor put me on another pill that did not work. She finally put me on something else, but it takes 4 to 6 weeks for it to kick in, and let me tell you, my anxiety and my depression are not happy with this. But on this day, I decided that I was going to screw the doctor. If she wasn't going to help me, I was going to take care of my own health. It was bad. This was bad months. And I started taking omega 369, and then I was taking St. John's wort until I got my new meds. Then you can't take it, the St. John's wort, with my new meds. I also got Mr. Pen gel pens because I'm on the hunt for the perfect gel pen. I love the Sharpie, but my last pack of Sharpies, they skip all the time. So, it's this day. You see my Sammy dog? He's wearing his hamburger and his tail is bandaged. This is the day that I closed the refrigerator, the freezer on the refrigerator, and the fire extinguisher fell off the top of the fridge that had been up there for 2 years. It fell off the top of the fridge. I had no idea Sammy was even in the room when it happened in the kitchen, and it hit the tip of his tail, and there was just blood everywhere. So my dad and the boyfriend ran him to the vet. Well, they drove, but they took him to the vet, and then he was in a bandage for a very long time, like surprisingly long. But there he is when he came home. He never bothered with his tail, so he only wore his cone of shame for a little bit. And we watched Muscles and Mayhem. I mean, our age, we watched American Gladiators. People our age. Be thankful for what you are now and keep fighting for what you want to be tomorrow. Totally true. Oh, I finished my aunt's journal this day. It took me 8 hours to finish her journal. Yeah, it was bad. It was long. Here is, I don't know if you guys do this where you're from, but from where we are, a lot of the little towns put the picture of a veteran and hang these flags up all over. So this is my grandfather on my mom's side. He was in the Navy, and that's his picture hanging up. I guess it's getting moved though, I heard, next year. This is my aunt's finished journal. You guys still haven't seen that video yet. It's coming up. It's coming up, I promise. I listened to Pines by Blake Crouch. Right? That's his name, right? It's cut off. And let's see. Yeah. I didn't really do anything. I mean, I did 8 hours of, oh, that was the day before. That was the day before. I don't even remember. Oh, I read I Didn't Do It by Jamie Lynn Hendricks. So good. Now I'm on like a hunt to read her other books. Oh, and I prepped projects all day this day for Christmas in July, which just finished yesterday. Then I listened to book 2 of The Wayward Pines. We took Sam back to the vet. He had to go back 3 days later and his tail was rebandaged. Oh, and then this is where I got a weird text saying that my prescription was ready. And I'm like, what are you talking about? My prescription's ready. All my prescriptions are right here. Here, my doctor put me on iron pills because guess what? I am actually iron deficient. And she said, no, I wasn't. But I'm guessing if you don't know, I told her that my blood work was weird. So she gave me more blood work. And it came back that my iron was in normal levels. But I said, but the rest of the blood work is still weird. So she sent it to a hematologist? Is that who looks at your blood? And then all of a sudden I got a text for iron. And I had to go get other more tests done. So that was that. And then, Drowning by TJ Newman. So good. So good. If you're a reader, 5 stars. It was amazing. And I'm kind of obsessed with eating yogurt and granola and fruit. This was blueberries. Because, now that I'm on restriction, that's like my dessert. And I can't have sugar. Let's see. I filmed Christmas in July videos. This was the first card I made for Christmas in July. Made an eye doctor appointment. Finished the baby album I was making. And then I complained about everything, so we'll just skip that. This day I went for a haircut and blood work, and yep, a stool sample. Here's my envelope that the thing came in. Yep, I had to do a stool sample. Let's not talk about it. Oh, we went to the store, and these were in the checkout line, and I'm like, I need to try these, because cashews and macadamia nuts are my top 2 nuts, and then tangerine vanilla. Let me tell you, if you see these somewhere, grab them. They were delicious. My boyfriend went and got me, I have it right here so you can see it, a new tumbler because I'm obsessed with ice water, but here it is. It's big. It's a 40 ounce. Listen, people, don't go with the Stanley. Go to Walmart, get yourself an Ozark Trail. It was $19.99. Did you hear that? It was $19.99. And it keeps my ice for 2 days. Okay? My ice stays cold. And then I read Long Gone by Joanna Schaafhausen? I don't know. But yes. So I bought a pump on Prime Day. A pump. And we use a 5-gallon jug. And then pump. Oh, here we did. I Lisa Franked myself. This is what I came out looking on the TikTok Lisa Frank. My doctor wants me to go for either chiropractor or acupuncture for my headaches. I still have to see if my insurance covers it. I forgot. My dad got a new phone. He ordered a new phone on Prime Day. His phone was shot. Oh, I was having bad times about what I'm supposed to eat because now I have to eat high in iron foods. Low sugar, low carbs, and high in iron. My life sucks. I listened to the 3rd and final book of The Wayward Pines. Read Secrets Never Die. I had an arc from NetGalley and watched the Imagine Dragons live in Vegas on Hulu because I love Imagine Dragons. I've been a fan since their first album. Love them. And I kept having breakdowns. That was my month. Read some books. Oh, my dad's room was overrun with ants. So bad. It was so bad. Like, once you get one, they're all over, and I don't know how they got in, but they were attracted to something. They're all gone now. It took 2 days to get rid of them. My snacky plate. Sammy and I shared a snacky plate. He had blueberries. And shrimp tacos. I don't even like shrimp. I listened to and read All He Has Left by Chad Zunker. It was pretty good. It was on KU. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was fast. This day I filmed all of the videos for July, so I didn't have to film a single video unless I wanted to. Oh, here I Chewbacca'd myself. TikTok, man. TikTok. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around. Yep. And I bought this easel. I saw it on that Deal Guy video for Aldi, and then I bought it, and it's amazing, and it holds my, like, it's a nice, thick, heavy duty. God doesn't give us more than we can handle, I believe. Oh yes, this was the day. I went for an eye exam, and my insurance only covered $30 towards frames, so I said, nope. Guess how much I paid for Zenny for my entire pair of glasses? $30. So I said, nope. And then when we left, my boyfriend's car started having problems. This day, his car was running a little bit better, but it was still sucky. And, his jeans for work ripped, so we had to go get jeans. We had a problem with his mom, and it spent hours dealing with a problem with his mom. It was ridiculous. My son wanted burrito bowls. Instead of rice, I used spinach. Raw spinach, made like a burrito bowl salad. This is what released yesterday. I finished this little journal. Loved this. I hope somebody buys it because I love it. It's great. And this is when I start to want to do anything. The dog climbs in my lap. And that's it. I read The Night Swim. This was a reread for me. So good. So this day, Target policy changed and my boyfriend could wear shorts to work. He works in the back and it's super hot. And so he went to go pick up shorts and his car just shit out right there in the mall parking lot. But I said, thankfully, it was right across the street from Firestone. So he was able to go right to Firestone, drop it off, and then figure out what to do. It cost a fortune. Fortune to fix. And we got into a fight. I got so mad. I made a little dangle for my journal. I got this stamp set. Look how cute. I don't have them here to show you, but they're little Christmas cupcakes I got from Temu. So I colored those in. Oh, my stool sample was negative for blood. No blood. And I paid my phone bill, ordered new glasses, cleaned the water cooler, which the water cooler shot. That's why we're using a pump. Ooh. He finally got his car back this day. That's how long Firestone had it. Because he works nights, so. Then we had a long talk about what I expect from a relationship. Was not happy with him. He was hiding a lot of stuff from me because my mental health hasn't been good, which is nice of him, but still sucky. Here I had a steak salad for dinner, and if you wear a dress and have an animal sidekick, you're a princess. That means I'm a princess, okay? I'm a princess. So this day, I did not actually journal that day. It was the next day because I had such a bad migraine that day. That's all I remember. And he bought me, I wanted to try out new nails and I had no glue. So this is the glue he bought me. Still don't know how this glue works because I only wanted to try out the nails. I didn't care if they stayed on. So I didn't prep my nails. So I don't know how good the glue does. Here we go. This made me laugh. Got to my dad's house and he was showing me all the food he asked for me to snack on. He goes, and I have a guacamole ball. What's a guacamole ball, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. An avocado. He has an avocado. And here's my steak, egg, and avocado breakfast sandwich I had. So, high in protein and good fats. And yes, I know I'm supposed to be low carb. It's keto bread, okay? Keto bread. My mom turned me on to it and now I can't stop eating keto bread. It's like 647, old time 647 or something like that. All right. Yep. And I can't find my migraine cap. I still have to look for it. I lost my migraine cap. I don't know where it is. And my dad bought me an ice maker, a countertop ice maker, because I was going through so much ice. And now my kid asked for a cup. So I got him a big 40-ounce tumbler and he fills his up with ice and uses water from the jug because we were going through so many water bottles. So a 5-gallon jug we can take down to my local grocery store and refill it for $2. So a jug of 5-gallon water around here is anywhere from $8 with a trade-in, if you trade in your bottle, $8 to $12, depending on where you go, what brand. It's expensive. So it's $2 to refill that jug at the grocery store down the street. That's what we do. We refill. And then we even refill the gallon jugs. Cost 40 cents that we use to fill up the ice maker, because we just use spring water. We bought gallon jugs and we're just refilling those too. But here it is. It's Solino. Listen, if you're looking for an ice maker, this thing, it was so nice. We've used it, I don't even want to tell you how many times already. We have used it. It sits on our kitchen table. And then once the ice bucket's filled, I dump it into the freezer and it fills more ice. It's awesome. My dad got it on sale and he said it's the most used item he's ever bought because we've used it so much. My boyfriend took his car into Meineke because there was also a problem with his tire. Here he needed rotors and brakes. And listen, people are sleeping on our local Meineke. It took 2 hours. They had it done in 2 hours. Firestone had his car for 2 days. So it took 2 hours at Meineke and it was super cheap. And then him and I went for a walk. And I said, ooh, I got to make ice. It made me so excited. Here, my anxiety. I have like really bad anxiety, and being in a car, I have bad anxiety, and that's how I can tell that my pills are still not working. Like even today, we went to the grocery store, and the anxiety I had about being in a car was insane. Yes, I don't drive. I don't have a license. I've never had a license. I have very bad anxiety. I don't like to be in a car. I don't care who's driving. I hate it. I'm okay with like my mom and my dad because I've been driving with them my whole life. I'm okay with Matt, my boyfriend, because when we first became friends and then started dating, he was very careful about how he drove with me. Only reason, he still is very careful about how he drives with me. He knows my anxiety is bad, but it's bad. It's very bad, and I can tell my pills are still not working. I think I have like, when was that doctor's appointment? Whenever that doctor's appointment it was, I still have like 3 weeks before my pills. She said 4 to 6 weeks it could take for my new meds to kick in. Yeah. So I got CBD because I need the CBD. It actually helps. This was the last date was in the 80s before we had a 90-degree heat wave. The dog was mad at me. This is Sammy and my dad in his bed. The dog was mad at me. I don't know what I did, but when he gets mad, he likes to go lay in my dad's bed and glare at me from my dad's bed. So he was mad at me the other day. What day was this? The 26th. So I took him, picked him up, carried him in, put him on my dad's bed, and he laid there for an hour just staring. That's his face there. He was staring out the doorway. He was very mad at me. Stop feeling guilty for doing what's best for you. You are your biggest priority. I have to remember that. I also have to, and I put a nice reminder here, you can skip a workout and not feel guilty about it. I skipped a workout this day and I felt so guilty about it. But listen, you can skip a workout without feeling guilty. Literally listen to me. Do not let it make you feel guilty. It was that time of the month, fresh that morning. My ankle was hurt and the dog was sick all day. He kept puking everywhere. He puked in my room. I was in the middle of filming a video. So you heard me go, oh man, the dog just puked. Like I was in the middle of filming a video and he puked on my carpet. And then he got sick again later that night. So yeah, it was a bad. This was day 2 of the heat wave. So hot. It was like 90 some and then real feel of like 100 something. So I made burrito bowls again because my kid is obsessed with anything Mexican, and I put we have a triple crock pot that I use for Thanksgiving every year, and I put like our vegetables in it every year. That's what I use it for. But I pulled it out and I put the beans, corn, and peppers and onions in each of the thing and let it cook all day. So I didn't have to cook all that. All I had to do was cook the meat, and I still was so hot when I was done. We have central air, but in the kitchen, like we really should have had 2 vents in the kitchen. It's so hot in the corner, like you get no airflow. So for 2 hours, I laid down and listened to Hello Stranger. And then I felt a little better. By the way, very good. I gave this 5 stars also. Such a good book. And then I read His Curvy Rejected Mate. I think I gave it 2 stars. My kid asked me to buy him a backpack because he's going to the gym today. He's going to the gym with his friend from work. She has 2 3-day passes, so she asked him if he would go with her to check out this gym. So they're going to a gym, and he needed a backpack for his like clothes and everything. He's like, well, I would do a gym bag, but if I'm not going to the gym, I don't need a gym bag, Mom. Just give me a backpack. So it had been, I've not bought my kid a backpack since he was in like 6th grade, because then he was homeschooled. He didn't need one. And he still has that backpack, by the way. It's a JanSport, and it's brown. It has skulls on it. And he bought that in like 1st grade. And then when the one from 1st grade ripped, he asked me to buy them the same exact one. So he's had 2 of the same backpacks, and then now I just bought him this one. So he left this morning with his backpack. Then I read these 2 books. I gave this one 2 stars. And I think I gave this one 3 stars. Some days you'll move mountains, other days you'll move from the bed to the couch. Both are necessary. Totally true. Here was my dessert last night. It was granola, vanilla Greek yogurt, low fat vanilla Greek yogurt, and strawberries. And then I'm constantly taking pictures of myself to see if I actually like how I look. Some days I do, some days I don't. Yesterday I did. And this is today. As you'll see, you ready? Ready? No journaling, because it is 1:30 in the afternoon. But these 2 books will be finished today. So I put them in here. I'm almost done with this one and almost done with this one. This one I'm listening to on audio again, and when I can't listen to audio, I've been reading this one. So those 2 are done. And then this says me, age 10. I just want to read novels and eat potato chips alone in my room. Totally true. Me, age 40. You heard what I said. Exactly. Okay, exactly. And then nothing. But that's it. That was my month. Oh, here. I forgot this picture. We played board games. During Prime Day, Funko board games were dirt ass cheap. This was $3.99 for this Planes, Trains, and Automobiles game. We still haven't figured out how to play it right, but we will eventually. And when we did play, it was actually kind of fun. But that was my month in a nutshell. And then I'm on day what of a headache? I don't know. Let's figure it out. 356, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. So I don't know why I'm still counting. I have no idea, but I am. Okay. Because I'm hoping miraculously I'll wake up and I won't have a headache. And then I can start all over and count again. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Comment down below. First of all, before you do, look how thick this journal got. It is so thick. When I first made it, it was so skinny, and I was like, oh, it's not going to get thick at all. Look how thick it is. He's a chubby boy. Look at that. Okay, comment down below and let me know what you do with your journals when you're done with them. Do you save them? Do you throw them away? I started off as a planner with a happy planner, and I know a lot of people would throw their happy planners away. I still have my happy planners. Let me know about down below if you'd want a flip through of my old happy planners to see how I used to plan compared to other people, because I just did not do it the way other people did. Let me know. Comment down below, and that could be a video. I will gladly flip through my old happy planners, and then I went to bullet journaling, so I will gladly flip through my bullet journals, and then I went to regular journaling, and this is what works for me right now. It could change. You never know. But pre-decorating and all that is what's really working for me right now, and I'm loving it. So let me know down below, what do you do with your journals when you're done with them? Do you want me to do a flip through of my planners and then a flip through of my bullet journals? And yeah, just let me know. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. This was a quick one. I feel like I didn't do anything but whine and bitch this past month. Seriously. There were times when I was making videos that I was in tears talking about how I have to eat now and what choices as a pre-diabetic, diagnosed pre-diabetic, and now diagnosed as anemic, iron deficient anemia, like how much everything's changing and how I have to change how I eat. Was really hard for me this month, but I'm learning. Before I go, I just want to tell you, I'm learning that the carbs and the sugar, I'm only counting in things like, I'm not going to eat I haven't eaten rice, potatoes, pasta, that kind of stuff. Done. I don't have to eat those. Bread, I cut down on bread. Like I said, I only eat the keto bread. And sugar, I quit cookies and candies and cakes, and no more sugar. I use monk fruit because I cannot eat fake sugar. Gives me even worse migraines. Gives me migraines, and I already have headaches, so I don't eat I can't eat fake sugar. But I've been using monk fruit extract in my coffee, and I can use that just fine because it's all natural. Comes from fruit, the monk fruit. But I cut out soda, sweet teas, sugar in my coffee, creamer in my coffee, all of that I cut. But it was a hard month of learning when I should cut the carbs and sugars and when I shouldn't, because I decided yogurt, I'm sorry, I'm not going to cut out sugar. Like, that's yogurt. It's still healthy. It's full of protein, and I need that. So this was a bad month for me. Let me know also down below if you have any tips for somebody who is pre-diabetic of how to eat a little bit better, or are you iron deficient? Because let me know what to do then too, because all she told me was eat lots of spinach. Yep, that was a big sigh. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have the great rest of your day, and please like, subscribe.